ஸோ போன தடவை மோயின் அலி ஃபீல்டில் இருக்கச்சு தே கெப்ட் ஆஸ்கிங் தெம் வலிமை எப்போ வரப்போகுதுன்னு. ஸோ மேபி ஹீஸ் கோயிங் டு பி இன் த பெவிலியன் அண்ட் பீப்புள் வில் ஆஸ்க் ஹிம் அஜித்தோட நெக்ஸ்ட் படம் பேர் என்னன்னு அவனை கேட்க சான்ஸ் இருக்குது. நமக்கு தெரியும் சிஎஸ்கே ஆரம்பிச்சு எப்படி ஒரு ஸ்டாண்டர்டா ஒரு ஃபார்முலா வச்சிருக்கோம்.
அந்த டெக்னிக் எங்க கத்துக்கிட்ட?
அது தெரிஞ்சா நீ ஹீரோ ஆயிடுவியே.
இப்படிதான் வந்து சாம்பார் வடை பண்ணுவோம், இப்படிதான் வந்து இட்லி பண்ணுவோம். எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் ஜஸ்ட் அவுட் தேர், ரைட்? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Couch Coaches. We're going to talk about the Gujarat Titans versus CSK pre-game analysis. This is Raja Di Raja versus Gilly. Over to you, Priyesh.
Hi, it is a second game for CSK at number unbeaten again versus GT. And we are recording this episode before GT has played their first game, and we don't know how they will perform. But we will do a review of the CSK versus GT game. First, we will construct the episode as 8. Second one the coach corner, and the third one the outcomes. So in the head-to-head, GT takes the lead 3-2, but in the last two games we have won it. Once in the qualifier one last year in Chepok, and then the finals, which was brilliant finals won in the last ball.
நல்ல ஒரு மறக்க முடியாத ஒரு மொமெண்ட்டுங்க லைஃப்ல.
And so in Chakpok we are leading 1-0, but it's a new franchise, so not much history to talk about. So now we will go to the coach corner. Over to you, Rama.
So we saw what happened yesterday, right? The first game in Chepak. So the Chennai ground, the toss and the pitch, everything will come into picture. But this is a very different Chennai attack. So I mean track. It's not going to be the typical இப்படி போட்டா ஸ்பின் ஆ போறதுன்னு இல்லை. It seems to be a pretty good of a batting belter. So if the team plays well, then you can essentially put up a good score. I still think the team that wins the toss would bat first, and then they would essentially go back and put a reasonably good score. Number DK நேதிக்கு சொன்ன மாதிரி 173 was not good enough. So you got to, especially with the bowling attack, Gujarat has to think about putting a much bigger score, and CSK is playing really well. So that's my opinion in general.
So we don't know what the whether it will be a same track or they will play in the adjacent track. But if you go by history, the first 2 or 3 games are a high scoring game, and the average is in Chennai is 170 odd, with taking in picture the spinning tracks. And the other thing is it's a decent size ground, not like Bangalore. And so we will see what happens, and the stats say the team batting first has won more games,
Of course.
even though we won the last game batting second. We will see whether it's a spinning track or a decent track like we had, because GTR also has very very good spinners. They have Rashid and Noor Ahmed also. So to get a spinning track is 50-50 then. So we have to see what the curator and CSK does. But good start for us, and catch us on the CSK versus RCP post match, which will link here. And now to the as you said, win the toss and bat. I think it is the not a brainer, and that will be a strategy, I think. So we will go to the potential 12. We will pick up for every each team. So Rama, for
See,
you,
I think
for
I'll go with CSK first. நமக்கு தெரியும் சிஎஸ்கே ஆரம்பிச்சு எப்படி ஒரு ஸ்டாண்டர்டா ஒரு ஃபார்முலா வச்சிருக்கோம்.
அந்த டெக்னிக் எங்க கத்துக்கிட்ட?
அது தெரிஞ்சா நீ ஹீரோ ஆயிடுவியே.
இப்படிதான் வந்து சாம்பார் வடை பண்ணுவோம், இப்படிதான் வந்து இட்லி பண்ணுவோம். Everything is just out there, right? We won't tweak it too much, is my belief. So we'll start with Prithviraj and Rara and Jinx, which is what we did last time around. And then from two drop, I feel you'll have Mitchell again coming in to sort of stabilize. Then you have, depending on the game situation, you could do Jaddu, or you can do Anbe Shivam, which is Shivam Dube, right? And then you have number 7 coming at 7, right? It will be Dhoni coming at 7. Then you
or
have
or Rizvi.
correct. But I think Rizvi will be the impact sub. I feel in this case where they may if suppose there is no niggle for Dube, he may make it into the Dhoni at 7. Then you have your 4 bowlers coming in. Obviously, you have Tikshana, who's been doing really well. Then you have your 3 more positions. 2 of them will just come in by themselves. Deepak Chahar, as well as what we saw
Puss.
with Fizz, is going to be making it in. Then here is where I feel they may do a little bit of a tweak and bring the Lord instead of Labakdas and bring in Thakur. I know we give chances quite a bit, but here is where they may bring in Thakur is my only change.
Okay. I think knowing CSK, they will go by the same team for the second game. But if the Tosar doesn't come up to speed, then the potential change beckons,
டேய் நடங்கடா.
because we have Thakur, we have also Mukesh Chaudhary coming back. So I think they will not do any change as we have seen CSK in the years. So I think it will be the same team. Moving on to GT, because we said they haven't played that first game, we are picking up the potential 12 according to what we guess now. I think Gill will open with Saha. Okay. Then number by Sai Sudarshan, if
Sudarshan.
it's fit, he will come 3. Then the question is whether they will play Kane Mama or not. So we will keep that they are playing Kane Mama for discussion now. Then the question comes whether they will play Vijay Shankar or Shah Rukh Khan, because then 6 will be Killer
Miller. Miller the killer.
7 will be then the bowlers. I mean, 7 will be Tewatia. Then the bowlers, Rashid, maybe one Spencer Johnson or Noor Ahmed will come, and then 2 Umesh Yadav and 1 Mohit Sharma.
Mohit Sharma.
So, but if they don't want to play Kane and they want to play Umar Sai, then the question is again Vijay Shankar or Shah Rukh Khan at 4 or 5. But they can also play Shah Rukh Khan as a impact substitute, but then they will bat up to 9. So they will play by the year and see whether they are batting first and what's the score, or they are batting second, what's the score. But I think Vijay Shankar will be a definite in the 11. Maybe Shah Rukh Khan will come as a substitute or impact substitute.
Yeah, I agree with most of what you picked. The only thing I feel is Vijay Shankar is a little bit of both. He's not as great in either of those fields, bowling or batting.
Last year, he had a very, very good appeal for them.
Yeah. So maybe then the law of averages. So my prediction is, I think it's time to unleash the Shah Rukh Khan. ரைட். அவன் வந்து எல்லா இடத்துலயும் ஸ்விட்ச் பண்ணி கோடியா சம்பாதிச்சுன்னு இருக்கான். மேபி
ஆமா.
இட்ஸ் டைம் டு சீ ஹிம். அண்ட் தென் நம்ம பையன் வேற ஃப்ரம் தமிழ் போத் ஆர். ஐ திங்க் Vijay Shankar and Shahrukh Khan. But I
Chennai.
think Shahrukh Khan will come in as the impact sub is the only thing that I feel could be the
Mm.
difference here.
Yeah.
It will be interesting to see what Gill again, புது மாப்பிள, புது captain. So we'll see what he does here.
பிரமாதம். ம்.
Hmm.
புது
So that's
மாப்பிள்ளை,
going to be
புது
interesting.
கேப்டன், பிரமாதம். அந்த மாதிரி ஏஷியன் பெயிண்ட்ஸ் ஆட்
ஏசியன் பெயிண்ட்ஸ் ஏசியன் மகனே
வரும் அந்த மாதிரி.
Yeah.
So we will see what they could do in the first game tomorrow, and then we will see what the lineup will be in the second game. But what I'm super interested in this IPL is Ritu, Gill, Samson,
Samson.
and Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, all are, and Shreyas Iyer, all are within 30 and captaining their IPL side. So we have and KL is maybe 32 or whatever. So the next captain will be picked from this rod is what I think.
Correct.
Yeah. So now we will go to the outcome. Who is your batter, bowler, and game changer for CSK?
I'm going with Rara as my batter. I learned from your pick from the previous side. I am picking Fizz as my CSK bowler. And then I am picking a different game changer. It's going to be Rizvi.
Okay. I will change a bit. I will go with the Ruturaj again as my batter. The bowler I'm going is for with Jadu, and my game changer will be the other Kiwi, Mitchell, because I think he has to embed in our culture and the visual border army
அவனுக்கு தாண்டா நம்ம புதுசா வேலைக்கு சேர்ந்திருக்க அப்புறம் செஞ்சீங்க
for GT now, Rama.
I'm going to pick the boy who did really well from last final. Sai Sudarshan is my pick for the batter. For bowler, I'm going to pick Umesh Yadav. So I think it's been a while since he came back with his pace and he's going to do something interesting.
And with
And
Sami not being there, he has to come good for GT. Otherwise, they will be konjo lean.
correct. So he has to play like Sami.
ஆறுச்சாமி
Yeah.
Then the game changer is going to be Gill for me.
Okay. I'm going to go safe in this game. I will go with the batter as Gill, bowler as Rashid, and game changer I will go for is Killer Miller. Because we don't know the construct now, and it's early days for us to risk it on the Murray. So now
நம்ம ரெண்டு பேருமே we didn't pick Moeen Ali. So போன தடவை மொயின் அலி ஃபீல்ட்ல இருக்கச்சே they kept asking them வலிமை எப்போ வரப்போறதுன்னு.
நல்லெண்ணெயான்னு கேட்டேன்
So maybe he's going to be in the pavilion and people will ask him அஜித்தோட நெக்ஸ்ட் படம் பேர் என்னன்னு அவனை கேட்க சான்ஸ் இருக்குது.
நான் ஊருக்கு போறேன் எனக்கு டிக்கெட் எடுத்து கொடுங்க
ஆமா give us the update Ali Bhai அந்த மாதிரி.
And the other thing is about even Patirana, right? அவன் எப்போ வந்து ஆட போறான்னு தெரியல. So you sort of waiting because that will also add a new variety of, because I think he will select himself into the 11. But since he's not completely there yet from injury, maybe we are still waiting.
I think he's reached the team, but I think 3 or 4 games or he will not play the next game in Chennai for sure. And they will not want to risk it. And I think it konjo in success for the fish. Okay. 4 for 20 or whatever. It's, if it's a spinning track and a spinner takes 4 for 20, it's good. But Pata Vaketla 4 to 420 and who he got out Kohli, Faf, and Patita. So top he proved the top away.
Correct.
Yeah. So
I mean the third seamer position, right? Deshpandeயும் இல்லாம நம்ம தாக்கூரும் இல்லாம you could have Patirana could make it in as the third
Then
seamer.
Tishana will not be there, and maybe Solanki, who's the leggy, will come.
Correct, correct,
அந்த மாதிரி. So and we can do it. We can
correct.
play both of them together.
ரெண்டு பேரா மாமி?
And or say we will play only with Rara and Jadeja as a spinners,
Correct.
and then Thakur, Chahar, uh, Fish, and Patirana as a pace bowler,
Correct.
and Mitchell can bowl something on the Murray. So we will see. Maybe they will play that combination in Mumbai or whatever.
Yeah,
So
correct.
we will see what they do. But
Mhm.
in the match, I see no change at all.
Mhm.
And we have begun well in the first match. We continue to get going, and we hope we will win the second game and put 4 points on the board. Before we wrap up, now what is your matchups?
So for me, it's going to be interesting how the GT spinners are going to pick if Noor and Rashid are going to bowl against our top order.
Hmm.
Right? I really want to see how Rara and Ruturaj will essentially handle them, or even Jinx, depending on when he sort of comes into the squad. The other matchup that I'm looking forward to is the two Pudu Maple or new captains, Rendume young captains on both sides. How Gilly is going to sort of marshal his troops versus how Ruturaj is going to continue his trend of being a captain. So those are the two key matchups I would love to watch.
I'm going the opposite way. So I'm going GT Pacers versus CSK top order,
Mhm.
and our spinners with versus their middle order. So
Mhm.
that is my matchup, because we usually in the middle overs we are a boa constructor. At the
Mhm.
Mari, we will squeeze the other teams if it's a
Mhm.
spin wicket.
Mhm.
So that is what I want to see as a matchup. So
Mhm.
now to the outcome.
Yeah, this time I'm tweaking it a little bit. I'm sort of reducing a little bit of CSK's chances, but still I'm going at 65% CSK and then 35% GT.
I will go 1% above my last protection and go 61 CSK and 39 GT. Okay. So we will come back with the post match analysis of this match, CSK versus GT. Do like, share, and subscribe the channel. Till then, take care.